Good morning, YouTube. Happy Saturday morning to you. Memorial Day weekend. Let's not forget why we have Memorial Day weekend. These extra day off. But that being said, I'm going to tell you what kind of grinds my gears, and I don't get ticked off too much. I live a stressful life, and so I don't let things bother me. But this does irritate me here. The United States Postal Service. What a bunch of wonderful people. I ship out of a local here, 23112 zip code. And knowing my post office has been a very, very good post office, but I've noticed here lately that when you drop stuff off, it takes them about a day and a half before they get taken to process it through their facility. And then it goes through the Sandston, Virginia Postal Hub, and you can look this up, I'm not lying, it's the worst in the country. It has been for quite some time. They make some improvements over there, and they always become third worst or 12th worst in the country, but they always go back to being worst in the country. They're very good at it. But anyway, I can't understand why. You know, this is an ongoing thing for 10 years. You can look it up. And 10 years or more, but we've had the worst postal hub in all the thousands of postal hubs in the United States. And as an eBay seller, it made it very difficult for me at times. But anyway, make a long story short, my daughter's birthday, she lives up in Andover, Massachusetts, is Monday. And of course, Monday's a holiday for Memorial Day and stuff. Wanted to make sure the kid got something for her birthday and everything. It's her 21st birthday at that. So I wanted to make sure she got something really nice. So what I did was I got her a card and something nice together, and instead of shipping it first class or ground advance or something like that, I said, well, I got to make sure it's going to get there on time. Tuesday, I took it to my postal hub, and I sent it priority. Just a priority envelope is all it is. And I insured it for the value of what everything that I had put in there was for. And I paid $18.85 for shipping now. Across the street is FedEx. At the local Walgreens, I could have probably gone there and shipped it for about the same amount of money. And priority shipping, you know, that's anywhere in the United States within 3 to 5 days is what way it's supposed to roll and stuff. So it was dropped off Tuesday, and my local postal hub finally processed it through on Wednesday evening, 24 hours later. And then it's gone over to the Sandston Postal Hub. Well, that's guaranteed shipment to be at her doorsteps today, May the 23rd. And I paid all this money for the shipping, and it's still sitting in Richmond at the Sandston Postal Hub. It's not been scanned since the 20th. And it's just sitting there. So there's no way in hell the kid's gonna get her birthday present today or have it for her birthday. Now, if you look at it, I paid $18.85 for that shipping, and I could have got it there for first class, because it's going to be Tuesday before it gets there, and that's a week. That's 7 days and 5 business days at least, and that's if it gets there Wednesday. And I doubt that, because it's not, like I said, it's not moved. If it goes out of Sandston today, it'll be sitting in Massachusetts probably tomorrow night, and then you got to wait for somebody to come back and it's the process through. So it's looking like Tuesday if she's lucky, probably Wednesday or Thursday before she even sees it, if it leaves Richmond today. So it kind of makes you wonder the question, you know, the post office is really not federal government, but it's federal government subsidized. Maybe it's time we just privatize that whole thing. And make it more efficient. You know, it's been kicked around several times and stuff, and you know, these employees, I don't see, you know, I've seen the service gone down compared to what it used to be. And like I said, I've been shipping through the post office since 1997 on my eBay accounts and stuff. So very disappointing, very, very disappointing. And you know, post office, y'all suck. I'm gonna tell you that. Postal service really sucks. And out of all of it and everything, I've got the cream of the crop over here in Sandston, Virginia. And I hope they have a a wonderful Memorial Day off, and I hope they have a Merry Christmas. I won't be sending them any Christmas card, that's for sure. A bunch of jerks. But anyway, talk about inefficiency. You know, it's time to cut that fat, maybe. There ain't no excuse in that. I mean, somebody paid for upgraded service and you're just sitting on it. And it's in the big red, white, and blue envelope. So that's just what grinds my gears on a Saturday morning. Tie-dye picker out.